has earned a six-figure income in this industry. She is styling, she is popping. Her passion is for people, helping people. None other than my coach, my mentor, my friend, success stylist, Miss Nikki Alexandria. Are you on the line? Let's
Yes,
see if she is
I
on
am
the
on the line. Coach
line.
Catherine, can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can hear you. I can see you looking beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much again for that amazing and fantabulous introduction. I cannot say enough about you in this little short period of time, but just knowing, and just watching your journey, your passion for helping people, just making sure everybody has the opportunity to win. And I love the fact that you are the glow coach, okay? Helping women glow from the inside out. So thank you again so much for that amazing introduction. So, to everyone else, great evening. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to all of our guests. Welcome to all of our family members. Miss Jackie, I just love your smile. Every time I see your face, you're going to make me smile, okay? I see you, my sister, Christian Walker in the building, Patricia Island, all of my family members, guys, is super excited to always, serve on this platform. And I'm always excited to see each and every one of you. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Jason L. Scott the first? So as Coach Catherine said, my name is Miss Nikki Alexandria. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. I was a hairstylist for 20 plus years, okay, 2 decades in the industry, retired back in 2017. And one thing about me, ladies and gentlemen, I really loved everything about the beauty industry. Okay. I really love being a hairstylist. I love working for myself. I love helping women. I love, women sitting in my chair and they may come into the salon and not, feel so good. But by the time I turn them around in the chair and they look at that mirror, the whole attitude will shift. You know how it is, Christian. When you get your hair done, you start walking a little different. You start talking a little different. So I loved everything about the beauty industry. But what ended up happening with me is stop loving on me. Okay. Anything that you do where you're standing on your feet 5 to 7 days a week and you're working 10, 12, 14, 16 hours a day is going to take a toll on your body. And that's what happened to me. After so long, it started to take a toll on my body. And I was having so many different issues from my feet swelling up. And I joke about it, but it's a real thing. Like my left kneecap would literally swell up so bad that it would look like I had a kneecap in the front and one in the back. Okay. I had problems with my neck. I had problems with my back. I had developed carpal tunnel. So all these things were going on. And it made me realize that I was not going to be able to do this for another 5 years, another 10 years, definitely not another 20 years. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to be able to do in order to move forward in life, right? And I don't know if anybody can relate to this. If you've ever been in a position in your not life where you didn't know what you were gonna do, and the only thing that you knew how to do was ask for help, right? So I was at that position in my life, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Still wanted to be a part of the beauty industry, still wanting to help women, so much so that I went back to school, and I kind of leave this part out of my journey, but I went back to school for physical fitness and kinesiology because I wanted to bridge health and beauty together, right? And I remember after working 16 hours one day, coming home tired as I don't know what, tired as HE double hockey sticks, laying up in the bed with all the lights out, but my eyes were wide open and I'm looking up at the ceiling. And I said, Lord, you've got to send me another opportunity. And it wasn't even, a week later that this gentleman reached out to me on social media, a complete stranger. And yes, I'm going to say it. He slid into my DM, right? But it wasn't on any funny business. It was really on money business. Okay. And his conversation led to him saying, hey, I want you to take a look at an opportunity, right? Now, I didn't know this man from a can of paint, but once he said the magic word, which was opportunity, I was already in, okay? I had already made up in my mind that I was going to do whatever this man was talking about. So much so that he sent me a 25-minute long video, okay? And I watched 5 minutes of this video, Christian, and I called him back, okay? And I said, I'm in. He said, did you watch all of it? I said, no, I'll watch it later. I'm in. He said, but I really want you to watch all of it. Then call me back. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll watch it and I'll call him back. But I ended up calling him back. And of course, I said yes. And that was in 2015. And that gentleman was who was a stranger in the beginning, went on to become my sponsor, my mentor, my success coach, my business partner. And that, of course, is none other than Mr. Jason L. Scott the first, right? And many of us on this line know and love this gentleman because he truly, truly, truly has a passion and a love for helping people. So we're going to just shout out Mr. Jason L. Scott the first real quick, right? So listen, that was back in 2015. And here we are in 2025, 10 years later. Who would have thought, right? And I'm still at the same place with the same company, with the same products, but there is a new energy. There is a rebirth, okay? And with the rebirth, we are focusing, as Coach Catherine said, we're focusing on 5 areas of our lives, right? We're focusing on our faith. We're focusing on our family. We're focusing on our finances, okay? We're focusing on fitness. And in the midst of focusing on all of it, we're going to have a whole lot of fun in the process because listen, it has to be fun if we're going to do what we're going to do. Now, the company that I'm going to speak to you guys about is a company called Total Life Changes. And we call it TLC for short. Now, just as I said, we're going to be focusing on certain areas of our lives for this rebirth. What I love about Total Life Changes is that this company is founded on core values, okay? You got to have some values out here in the world. And I'm not going to go over all the core values, but I love the fact that one of them is you have fun, you get more work done. As you know, we like to have fun over here with Legacy 2.0, okay? And I love the fact that one of the core values is we love each other, period, okay? Now, I can't speak for anybody else, but I can kind of speak for everybody else that's on this line, especially. We truly have a love for each other. It's almost like even though we are in business for ourselves, right? We're in business not by ourselves, and we really have a love for helping and making sure that anybody that's connected with us has the opportunity to win. So when we say we love each other, period, we love each other, period. And that is a core value that I think comes from the top, okay? It comes from the very top. It comes from the visionary, the owner, okay? The owner and visionary of Total Life Changes, which is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Jack Fallon. Now, when Mr. Jack Fallon started this company back in 1999, he had a simple mission, and that was to provide high quality, all natural products that will offer immediate results and sustain a normal quality of life. And it is because of that mission and that vision that Mr. Fallon went from working full time at Ford Motor Company in my hometown, Detroit, Michigan. He started with one product that he was making in the basement of his home to now we're in over 100 different countries around the world, right? Now, when I tell you this company is founded on love and loving each other, period, that's probably the reason why the corporate staff that he started with back in 1999 is the same corporate staff with a few extra people that started later. But the core of his corporate staff, they're still with him. We're talking about from 1999 to 2025, he still has his core group of people with him, like Mr. John Licari, an amazing individual, even though he's a part of the corporate staff. Sometimes you will never know because he's in the thick of it with us every single day, every single week, every single month. And I absolutely love Mr. Licari. I love Scott Banya. I love Rosa. I mean, the corporate staff is absolutely amazing because they truly are dedicated to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to win. Now, as I said, the company was founded back in 1999. We've been able to reach, a lot of accolades within this time that we have been in business. From 2023, the company, just starting their flagship product, 2008, we took off. I mean, here we are again in 2025, and we are definitely making waves. And listen, the great thing about this company is even though we're almost 30 years in the business, right? we're still just getting started. Okay. Now we have some amazing product offerings, and I'm not going to go over all the products that we have. I do want to talk about a few products that are truly making some waves out there in the world. Okay. And I want you guys to get excited about these products. Okay. And matter of fact, before I start sharing the products with our guests, right? If you had any kind of results using any of the products, I want you to start sharing your results into the chat section, okay? Because I want for our guests to see that it's not just me talking about these products, okay? Guests, pay attention to the chat section because you're going to be able to see how these products are absolutely changing the lives of the people that consume them, right? So the first product, guys, that I got introduced to back in 2015, right, was a product called the ISO tea, okay? And it used to be in a little green and black pack, right? But of course, Total Life Changes is always innovative, okay? They're coming up with new packaging, right? I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So now we have these cute little purple packs, right? And it is the ISO tea. Now, this is a cleansing tea. When I got my hands on this tea, there used to be a slogan to say lose 5 pounds fast, lose 5 pounds in 5 days, right? And although I didn't need to lose weight, I needed to cleanse my system, right? Because see, I have this little issue called IBS. All right. And IBS basically means it's really difficult for me to do number two. I hope I don't offend anybody, but hey, this is what we're talking about, right? It was really difficult. And this is something that I've been dealing with since I was a little girl, from my mother having to give me prune juice and all these different concoctions. And, I had to take all these different things going into my adulthood, having to take, over the counter meds, prescription meds, just to be able to do something that's natural. Okay. And so when I use this tea, all right, this is a tea that you brew. You drink it twice a day, 8 ounces with your lunch, 8 ounces with your dinner. Okay. Because of this tea, I was able to have phenomenal results. Now, this tea only has 9 essential herbs. Okay. Like chamomile, it has papaya, it has ginger, it has myrrh, holy thistle, blessed thistle. I'm not going to go through all of the ingredients, right? But what this tea is designed to do is to cleanse your upper and your lower intestines. Okay. It's going to flush out and cleanse out your organs. All right. It's going to help your body get rid of the toxins, chemicals, hormones, pesticides, intestinal sludge, all that stuff that's in our food that stays in our system is going to gently flush those things out, right? Which is why people are having different results when they consume the tea. Now, for me, again, because I had IBS, I was able to go to the restroom only 24 hours after drinking this tea. I thought it was a fluke. I promise you I did. I thought it was something else, okay? Even though I've been having the same issue for most of my life, I thought it was something else. I didn't think it was the tea. But I kept drinking the tea and I kept going to the restroom and I started sharing the tea with my clients, right? And I didn't even realize that so many other women, walk around every single day not being able to go to the restroom. So people were having the same results as I from being able to use the restroom. But then, right, what also started to happen, people started to lose weight. Okay. And I'm not talking about a little bit of weight. Okay. I'm not talking about, a couple of pounds, 2 or 3 pounds here and there. No, my girlfriend Tracy was able to lose 21 pounds in 14 days drinking this tea. Okay. I had another friend that was able to lose 30 pounds in 30 days drinking this tea. My girlfriend Mo was able to lose 39 pounds in 30 days drinking the tea, right? And I can go on and on and on and on because listen, the truth is I don't know how much weight or what the tea is going to do for you, all right? But I can just share what I was able to witness with my own eyes. People notice a difference in their pressure levels. People notice a difference with the sugar levels in their blood. Miss Jackie just put down in the chat section, she was able to lose 30 pounds consuming this tea, okay? So this tea is absolutely amazing. But again, this is the tea that you brew, all right? And we live in a fast-paced society where people don't always want to brew tea, right? So what Mr. Fallon did with his amazing self, okay, with his innovative self, he said, you know what? I am going to come up with an instant variation of the tea where you can actually cleanse on the go, okay? So we have 4 amazing flavors. We have the original instant detox, and then we have the flavors that are taking over the world, okay, like Pinky in the Brain. We have the watermelon flavor instant detox. Instant cleanse. We have the tropical punch instant cleanse, and then we have the lemon, all right? Now, what's so amazing about these cleansing teas. Again, they're instant, right? And all you have to do is get you an 8 ounce bottle of water, 8 ounce, 12 ounce bottle of water. You get you a little sachet because they come in little sachets just like this. You rip this baby open, you pour it into your water, you shake it up, and you drink it, and you have an instant detox on the go. Now, I will make a disclaimer, okay? This is not juice. All right. It is not juice. So please don't get to drinking this tea 3 and 4 times a day because you're going to be in trouble. I'm telling you now, it tastes just that delicious, but let it do what it's supposed to do. Okay. Do not drink this like juice. It will trick you, but it really is absolutely delicious. Now, we have a little, little thing going trying to figure out which tastes the best. For me, my favorite flavor is actually the tropical punch. Now, you can put your favorite flavor into the chat section. Some of us actually mix the flavors together. Guys, I'm telling you, this tea is absolutely amazing. Okay, so this is the instant tea. Again, people are having phenomenal results with this tea, right? But the next product, listen, as you start to get rid of the bad stuff out of your body, okay, as you start to cleanse and you're releasing all the bad stuff, you want to make sure that you're putting the good stuff back in. So you're releasing with the tea, but you're replenishing your system with the NutriBurst, okay? And this NutriBurst is the very first product that Mr. Fallon manufactured back in 1999 in the basement of his home, right? Now, this is the bottle, and they also come in these little rip and sips, right? Again, because we're on the go. A lot of us are on the go. We got things going on, so we need fast results, right? But the NutriBurst, ladies and gentlemen, listen, this is a daily multi-liquid vitamin, okay? What I love about this NutriBurst is that you're going to get all of your vitamins that your body needs. You're going to get 72 minerals. You're going to get 19 amino acids. You're going to get 13 whole foods from greens. One capful of this NutriBurst is equivalent to eating 10 whole green salads. Now, as much as I love salads, I promise you on everything I love, I'm not going to chew 10 salads in a day. I don't even like chewing that much. Like really, if I could drink all of my meals, I probably would, right? But this NutriBurst is going to give you everything that your body needs on a daily basis. And as Miss Deidre said, yes, nails are growing. Her nails are growing because guess what? This NutriBurst even has biotin in it. And we know that biotin is great for the hair, skin, and nails. I love the fact that with this NutriBurst, right, this is a vitamin that you can give to the entire family, okay? Like when I was growing up, we used to have to, my mother would give me the Flintstone vitamins, okay? And then she had her women's one a day vitamin, okay? So everybody had a different vitamin, okay? My grandparents had the Centrum Silver or the Geritol. Back when I was growing up, it was the Geritol. Disgusting, but yeah, it was the Geritol, right? So everybody based off of their age group had, a different vitamin. This is something that the entire family can take. Kids can take it. Pregnant moms can take it. Nursing moms can take it. The elderly can take it. Men, women, everybody can take this NutriBurst, right? So you're going to replenish your system with the NutriBurst, right? Now, listen, as we get older, right? Sometimes we need some extra NRG. We need some extra energy, right? One of my favorite products, all right, is a product called the NRG. All right. When you say it really fast, NRG, energy, right? This is a natural raw energy supplement. All right. If you've ever drank anything like a Red Bull or a Monster energy drink or a 5 hour energy drink, throw it in the trash. It's terrible for your body. It's terrible for your liver. It's terrible for your kidneys. Okay. If you want energy, if you need some extra energy, you need a natural supplement like this NRG, okay? It is going to turn up your energy and it's going to turn off your appetite, okay? It has an ingredient in it called 5-HTP that sends happy signals to your brain, which is why everybody is typing into the chat section the happy pill, right? You're going to find yourself feeling a little giddy throughout the day as you get that natural burst of energy, all right? So the great thing also about this NRG, listen, one capsule of the NRG, you get to burn an extra 300 calories a day at rest, okay? So when I tell you this NRG is absolutely amazing, just these three products alone, guys, people are having phenomenal results. But we also have other products like our resolution drops, okay, that, if a person wants to lose 25 or more pounds, all right, it's going to help accelerate your weight loss, okay? We have the resolution drops. We also have our natural natural slimming coffee, which is the Delgada coffee. All right, Delgada means slimming in Spanish. Okay, it is a mushroom coffee. It has the Ganoderma mushroom in it, guys. Absolutely amazing. And with this coffee, I'm a real coffee drinker. Okay, and I used to believe that natural, I mean, the instant coffee, those were for, need I say suckers? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, right? I was like, real G's don't drink instant coffee, okay? But when I got my hands on this Delgado coffee, all right, when I tell you I consume about 2 or 3 cups of this coffee every single day, because not only does it help me feel better, not only is it a healthy coffee, but guys, listen, it absolutely tastes amazing. So again, we have so many products in our arsenal. And I'm not going to go over all the products, but what I will do, I'm going to kind of shift gears because I want to share with you guys how we're able to consume these products, okay, have amazing results with these products. And just by sharing these products, we're actually able to be compensated for everything that we do. So if I could let's see if I can get the next slide up. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. There we go. So listen, here at Total Life Changes, we have what we call a 50-50-50 partnership. Okay, truly a 50-50-50 partnership. There are so many different programs out there, affiliate programs, and people are able to share things on TikTok Shop and share things on Amazon and share things here and share things there. But I guarantee you, they are not having a 50% partnership, and that is one of the things that I absolutely love about Total Life Changes. We are in true partnership with the company. Now, I'm going to share with you guys how we're actually able to get paid. But before you're actually able to get paid, right, you have to get started. All right. You have to say yes and you have to get started. And when you say yes and get started, you are going to get a business starter kit. Okay. And this is designed to help you, lay the foundation to build your business. Okay. Because you're going to be in business for yourself. But I guarantee you again, you're not going to be by yourself. So you're going to get a business starter kit. And then your website is going to be up and running and you are going to be ready to do business. Okay. So to all of our guests that are on this call, I want you guys to remember this. Okay. I want you to remember it or even jot it down if you happen to be taking notes. I want you to jot down points. Okay, products equal points equal cash. Okay, remember that products equal points equal cash. Now, when you get your website, guys, listen, anytime someone goes to your website, all right, you're going to be able to earn the retail sales commission at 50%, right? All of our products have points attached to it. Okay, just say this bottle of NutriBurst has 40 points attached to it. Well, if someone goes to your website and they purchase this bottle of NutriBurst, guys, you're going to get a 50% commission. You're going to get 50% of the points, which is $20. TLC made it so simple. They purchased the NutriBurst, you're getting $20. If they purchase the NRG, you're getting $20. If they purchase the original tea, $20. If they purchase any of the instant teas, $20. If they purchase the the coffee, another $20. Just imagine you have 5 people go to your website every single day and purchase one product. That's $100 a day. That's $700 a week. That's an extra $2,800 a month. Could you use the extra $2,800 a month? Put a 1 in the chat section if you can use the extra $2,800 a month, right? That is just the retail sales. Now, with Total Life Changes, we're like the Uber of home-based business. We have what we call daily pay, okay? Because listen, if you make a sale today from your website, guess what's going to happen? That money is going to be deposited into your account or onto your TLC pay card the very next day, okay? So if you need some cash right now, guess what? Total Life Changes allows you to have that daily pay option, okay? So absolutely amazing. They really, really, really thought this thing out. They want to make sure that their people are able to win. But another way that we get paid through retail, I'm just going to throw that in, okay, real quick, right? When you have products on hand, that also creates home-based cash on demand, because no matter what happens, some people are just not going to want to go to your website. But guess what? You are in business. If you have products on hand, you can retail to people hand to hand, right? And because you are in business for yourself, you can charge what you want to charge, all right? Keep that in mind, right? But that is the first way of pay. Now, the second way of pay, guys, is what we call our life changer first order bonus. Now, basically what that means is when we start to share these products and people start to see us looking good and people start to see that, we're making some extra money, a lot of times they want to know how, and they want to know if they can do it too. Well, guess what? When we refer people to partner with us here at Total Life Changes, whatever product package that they get started with, and we have product packages to fit any budget, all right? Whatever product package that they choose that they want to get started with, you are going to get a 50% commission. That's the second time I've mentioned the 50%, right? Now remember, products equal points equal cash. Every product has a point attached to it. So if they get started with 5 products, guess what you just made? You just made $100. All right. You do the math. If they get started with 6 products, guess what? You just made $120, right? So remember that first order life changer bonus, guys, you are getting 50%, right? And there's no limit to how many customers you can have, and there's no limit to how many people you can refer to partner with you here at Total Life Changes, right? So the third way of pay, guys, is where it starts to get really good, right? But all of it comes from the first 2 ways of pay. Once you understand the first 2 ways of pay, I promise you the third, the fourth, and the fifth way of pay are going to happen by default, right? Because when you start to refer people, you are now in a position to start building your team, okay? It's going to happen by default, I promise you. Now, here is the binary commissions, where binary means 2. You're going to be able to put someone on your left, and you're going to be able to put someone on your right, and you are what we call binary qualified. Now, what happens is, remember, products equal points equal cash. As people start to purchase products, right? As people start to join the business, whether they're joining with you or not, because you are binary qualified, they are going to fall into your organization one after the other, after the other, after the other. When you start to really work this business, you're going to notice that people are going to be in your organization who you absolutely have no clue who those people are. But just because you refer to, who referred to, who referred to, who referred to, your business is going to grow, okay? It's going to happen naturally. And what Total Life Changes does, they pay you a percentage of your binary commission, right? Whichever site that you have that has the least amount of volume, Thursday is the end of our work week. And what the company does, they take a snapshot of your back office, and whichever site has the least amount of volume, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to get paid between 10 to 25% with a cap at $20,000 a week. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I promise you, I'm not going to have a problem with being capped off at $20,000 a week. And this is just the third way of pay. It still doesn't have anything to do with the first 2 ways of pay. This is just way number 3. Now, this takes us into our fourth way of pay, which is super exciting, okay? Which is what we call our matching bonus. This is a 50% matching bonus. The third time I'm saying 50%. When I tell you this is truly a 50-50-50 partnership, this is truly a 50-50-50 partnership, okay? The matching bonus, guys, let's give it up. Let's light up the chat for the 50% matching bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, remember I said there's no limit to how many people you can refer, okay? Now, when you refer people to partner with us here at Total Life Changes, they are going to be what we call on your first level, your first generation of people, okay? And whenever anybody that you refer to the company earns a commission in the binary, you are getting a 50% matching bonus. Let me break this down, okay? Miss Jackie, she comes into the business. You referred Miss Jackie to the business. She makes $100 in her binary. She's going to get her full 100, but just because you referred her, you're going to get $50, okay? Mr. Jason L. Scott, the first, comes into this business. He earns $1,000 in his binary commission. He's going to get his full 1,000, but just because you referred him, you're going to get $500, right? So you just do the math, right? Everybody that you refer, you're getting a 50% check match bonus on your first level, your first generation, okay, based off of what they make in the binary. But it gets gooder, Okay, because as your two start to refer to, right, those people are going to be on what you call your second level, your second generation, right? And based off of your rank in the company, now you have the opportunity to earn between 10 to 50% on your second level as well. Now remember, two who refer to, who refer to, who refer to, guys, listen, there's no limit to how many people you can refer. So just imagine there being no limit to the check matches on your first and on your second level. Exactly, Idris. Okay, no limit. We are no limit soldiers over here. Okay, so I love this 50% check matching bonus. Okay. And then, of course, the last way that we get paid, the fifth way of getting paid, is a bonus that the company actually gives you once you hit the rank of national director. We call that our life changer bonus, right? And you'll understand more of that once you start to build and as you start to grow in the business, right? But what I want to share with our guests, right, is actually getting started. Okay, how you can get started, why it's important for you to get started and to get started now. All right. Now, as I said before, we have product packages to fit anyone's budget. But the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, to all of our guests, please listen. The best thing that you can do right now is get started and get started with a home based business. All right. There's so many things that are happening, especially in the US right now. You want to be able to have something to fall back on, right? As our parents used to say, or at least my parents used to say, you want to have something to fall back on. You want to have a plan B. But a lot of times, what happens, especially with this company and especially in this industry, your plan B becomes your plan A because of all the benefits, because of all the lives that you're able to change, because of the income that you are able to make, because of the impact that you are able to make. Your plan B could very much well become your plan A, but it can't be your plan A if you never get started, right? So I really want to encourage all of our guests to just get started. Get in where you fit in. Now, if you are really about your business, okay, and you want to get started at the top, guys, I recommend getting the elite package, okay? That's about $1,300 with taxes and shipping. It's going to run you about $1,500, but you're going to have a package that's going to give you everything that you need to get started in business. You're going to have products that you can share, sample, and sell, all right? That is the key to building a solid business. You want to have things that you can sip, sample, and sell. Use for yourself, for your own consumption, but also share with other people. Let other people try. And also to recoup your initial investment, you're going to have products that you can actually sell as well. Okay. So that is for the people who really know about business and understand business. I recommend the elite package, right? But if you say the elite package, that may be a little too much for you, you can get started with the premier package. Again, you're going to have enough products that you can sip, sample, and sell as well. Okay. You won't have as much, but you'll still have enough products. You want to have products that you can sample. You want to have products that you can share. You want to have products that you can sell and consume for yourself. And if you say, you know what, the premier package, that may be a little bit too much, you can get started with the Freedom Kit. Okay. You can get started with the products that I talked about, which is the NutriBurst, the tea, and the NRG. But again, all I want to say is to my guests, please get yourself started, put yourself in position, because when I tell you Total Life Changes is a company that is always thinking ahead. It is an innovative company and we have phenomenal leadership. Starting next month, we are going to be launching a new product, okay? A new product that is going onto the marketplace. No other company has this product. And you want to be in position of the new, okay? Because when you bring something new to the marketplace is going to bring some new money to you as well. So I recommend, again, right, get yourself positioned. It doesn't matter where you are economically, just say yes. All right. This is the time for a total life change. And what better place to have a total life change than right here with us? Here, Legacy 2.0, the rebirth and total life changes. All right. So, to all of our guests, I am going to already say, I'm going to be the first to say, welcome to the team, but most importantly, welcome to the family. I love you guys and thank you so much for letting me share this information with you. Happy Sunday. Smooches.